IndyCars are set to take over the streets in just hours at the 2023 Grand Prix of Detroit. Drivers Rinus VeeKay and Conor Daly with us this morning. Thanks a lot. So happy you guys are in here. It's going to be a great weekend. Conor, let's start with you. Talk about this street course and maybe the differences between a street course and an oval from a racer's point of view.
Well, I mean, honestly, you couldn't get much different. Going from what we just did, 240 plus miles an hour at the absolute limit of control and grip. And really, the mental side is pretty crazy there too. Whereas here in Detroit, a lot of first-gear corners. Like everything looks like a lot of quite slow corners, one long straight, and a completely new track for us as well. Whereas Indy, even rookies, we get like 5 days of practice there to get things going. So very challenging circuit. It looks like something new for all of us. So it'll be interesting. Every day will be different, and one person might be fast on one day, they might suck the next day. So who knows? You hope you're the best though as you go.
Now you both were at Indianapolis. That was just on Sunday. Rinus, you come up here to Detroit. It's a new course. How do you quickly prepare for that?
I mean, well, there's not much data to look at because it's so new. So we look at the surfaces. We do a track walk. Inspect the track, see where the bumps are, if there's any interesting places on the surface. Potholes too, they are here.
It is Detroit, yes.
And we get some time in the simulator. They scanned the track, and we did some virtual laps on the track, so we know where the corners go. And then, we will find out the most stuff in first practice.
All right, Conor, now you're actually a second-generation racer. Your dad was involved in the sport as well. How is it? Do you feel the pressure? I know you've been doing this for a number of years, but do you feel a certain amount of pressure being that second generation?
Well, it's funny. My dad actually raced in the 1982 Detroit Grand Prix in Formula One, so he actually has more experience racing in the streets in Detroit than I do. But it's honestly, it's something I've dealt with my whole life, and it's not a big deal at all. I mean, he's very supportive, and I had a great coach growing up, so that was important. That was very helpful for me to know how difficult it was to make it in this sport. He wanted to make sure that I knew that. And it was definitely, someone I'm very appreciative of having.
Rinus, I always like some fun facts, and I read somewhere you can speak Dutch backwards as fast as you can forwards. What is this, a hidden talent?
It is a very useless talent, yes.
Yeah. I didn't know that at all.
I mean, my family calls me Sunir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Because it's Rinus backwards.
Yeah.
There is one fun English word enough backwards, and that's race car.
There you go.
And it's race car. It's the same thing.
It is. Very smart. I never actually thought of that. I didn't know that. I mean, you could speak Dutch forwards too, and I wouldn't know the difference.
I wouldn't either.
Let's talk about your year so far in the IndyCar circuit. How are you feeling about what you've done this year and what you've accomplished?
I mean, it's been a pretty tough year. The level's very high, and we've been struggling a bit as a team. But I mean, we had a really good month of May. The Indy 500 went pretty well. And I think this is time for us to change. We had a very positive month. And now with a new track, that is all the opportunity to start out very strong and do better than the competition.
Yeah, we're so excited for this race. Now, Conor, talk about what the fans can expect a little, because it's so much more than just a race. You got all this qualifying going on. It's like 3 days of everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great weekend overall. I mean, if you haven't got tickets, please get your tickets. But there's also a lot of ways to watch, a lot of places to watch, and I think it'll be honestly interesting because it's new for everyone. So the way it's set up downtown, from what we've seen so far, looks very accessible to folks that want to come check it out. Some great grandstands set up. There's a pit lane that's very different for us, with cars on both sides of the pit lane, which is something that really I don't think has ever been done in racing before. So that'll be crazy. But it's also just something that I think will be great weather for, looks like, hopefully. So definitely check it out. There's plenty to see, plenty to do. Lots of racing series involved as well. You have the whole road to Indy, all the series below us that you can watch. There'll be something going on in the streets of Detroit basically all day from Friday through Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be great weather indeed. So should be lots of fans out there. Rinus, Conor, thanks a lot for this. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
And if you do need tickets, all you have to do is go to DetroitGP.com.